If you are new here, my name is Cassandra. I am the witch, the spiritualist, the founder and creator of Magic of Eden. I am also a published author, writer, and poet of a poetry book. I am here to help you reclaim your divinity through merging the arts of poetry and magic. I am so happy to have you here. And if you guys are returning, what's up, fam? Y'all already know the deal. It is always good to be in good love and have vibes and a good spirit with you all. Now, first and foremost, I want to set the intention that whoever is listening to this and or watching this video, I set the intention that they receive what is for them and that they discard what is not for them. I set the intention that this be a timeless message, no matter the time, no matter the space or distance, no matter where they are, that they receive it exactly when it is meant for them to receive it. I also set the intention that they are protected and that we are all allowing ourselves to vibe and dwell together during the time that we have. This message, again, you guys, is going to serve as a timeless message, and thank you guys for opening your hearts up and your minds up to me. Well, not to me per se, but to receive the messages coming from spirit through me, if that makes sense. So I appreciate all of you. Now, forewarning, I do have two kids. For those of you guys that don't know, I have a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, my babies, of course, and my youngest is he's taking a nap, and then my oldest is using his tablet for his tablet time today. So if you guys hear anything in the background, oh, and I've also got some laundry going in the background, so if you guys hear any funny noises and things like that, it's more than likely the washing machine and or my kiddos. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I also have a cat. I got a lot going on in my background, but I'm gonna do my best to make sure that the sound quality is as elite as I can possibly get it. All right, Spirit, what is the message today? We are also going to be working from the Crow Tarot, by the way, you guys. The Crow Tarot is what we're working with. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, it looks like we have the 9 of Wands in reverse here. Some people are feeling as though they want to give up, but for whatever reason, they know and they hear Spirit telling them that they're almost there. And I hear someone saying, well, how long is it going to take to get there? Like, I'm tired of traveling. I'm tired of doing this thing. Like, when is it, like, how long is it going to take? Like, I'm just exhausted. Like, this feels like physical labor. None of the cards want to show themselves right now. And it's interesting because you guys know, like, if you guys recall, in my previous readings, you guys will see the cards sometimes, they'll reveal themselves. But for whatever reason, this is not being revealed right now. And that lets me know that there's something that's in the works right now that you may not be able to see. But you have to trust. I just heard Spirit say you have to trust in your magic. Like, you have to trust in what you're doing. And even though you can't see the results just yet, it doesn't mean that they're not going to manifest. Understand that by you just simply being in the moment and you just, like I said, sorry you guys, my bad, the camera, I kicked the camera stand, the ring light. Yeah, like, just trust your process and trust the fact that you know what you're doing, and trust the fact that even though you can't see it with your physical eyes yet, it doesn't mean that it's not being worked on, and it doesn't mean that it won't manifest. In fact, the manifestation is here. You just have to not even just trust the process, but again, Spirit is saying trust in your magic. There's something or working that you've been doing. It's drawing me to hoodoo. You've been doing a working. And I just heard you've been working with roots, working them roots. All right. You guys have been definitely working, doing some hoodoo work. And for whatever reason, I don't know why I'm seeing knives for some of you guys. Some of you guys have been doing protection work. If you haven't, I am hearing spirits say that you may want to look into doing some protection work to protect yourself and your bodies from the unseen forces that are trying to make their way to harm you. It's not to say that they are, but I'm also, I'm not going to put it past it. Just make sure you protect yourself. A wise woman once told me to take a can, like a tin can or like a metal can, and put knives in it, like blade and stuff in it, and then set them like in different places of the house, which is fucking amazing because swords are amazing for protection, and they protect you from the unseen forces that are coming your way, and they also manifest in the physical, meaning that when we do the spiritual work, that spiritual work will then manifest in the it will manifest in the real world. Excuse me, guys. Let me grab my grimoire here and put it this way. For whatever reason, I felt the need to grab my grimoire and just kind of put it over here for a second. It's just like the way that it was leaning on the crystal. I didn't like that, so I had to grab my grimoire. Okay, anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and continue, you guys. So that definitely was the message that came through. For whatever reason, I feel the need to just pull cards like while they are face down. I don't know why that's the vibe right now, but we're just gonna do that. So we're gonna go ahead and pull our oracle cards too while we're at it, since everything is face down. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're looking into, for whatever reason, Spirit is saying to remember that the cards really act as confirmation, and the cards support what your intuitive thoughts are, not the other way around. And that is truly how you read. It's where you're tapping into the energy, and the card supports what you intuitively are feeling, if that makes sense. I just heard the words financial security. Yes, the world is going the way that it's going right now, but that does not mean that you will not be financially secure, especially if you take the necessary steps. I'm sensing Virgo vibes. Like, pay attention to the details and pay attention to like if you're finding like any issues and problems and things like that. This card revealed itself, Union. Just pay attention to the details and really make sure that you're in tune with source at all times, so that whatever decisions you're making them out of discernment, but also out of higher wisdom and higher knowing. Divine wisdom and divine knowing. This one is like flippy floppy. This one was flippy floppy. It decided to come out and then it wanted to turn around in reverse here. So there's something going on karmically. The card you got was Karmic Justice. I wonder what's going on here. Oh, wow. Okay. These two did not want to show themselves. So the only cards that showed themselves so far were Union and Karmic Justice from the Oracle deck. Talisman Oracle. I feel like you guys can see that. So, okay. All right. Let's see. All right, Spirit, let's go ahead and turn these cards over, see what the deal is. Okay, like, yep. Magician. Judgment. Two of... Oh my God. Two of Wands. Two of Wands over... Oh my God, you guys. Okay. That makes so much sense. You guys, see, I can't. Like, that makes so much sense, you guys. Okay, so we got the Magician card here. We got the Judgment in reverse, the Two of Wands reverse, the Page of Wands reverse, and we got the Knight of Cups reverse. To me, this energy is all about the fact that even though you can't see, even though you may not know what is to come, or you may not exactly know or have this idea of how to formulate it and whatnot. You may be kind of lost in thought thinking, okay, well, how is it going to work? How is it going to work out? When am I going to receive it? And things like that. And Spirit is saying, I need you to trust in your magic. I need you to trust in your working. I'm telling y'all, like, it never gets old. You guys should know by now how I be psyching myself out. That should be funny. That should be funny as hell. But listen, though, seriously, though, the fact that we have the Magician card here, it's like, yo, like, and with the Magician card and the Judgment card in reverse here, it's like, even though you may not feel illuminated just yet, that's why Spirit is asking you to just simply trust in what you're doing. Because you as the Magician have all the tools and all the power right in front of you in order to make change and manifest. But you have to go in with full faith and confidence in the fact that this will, and the knowing, a divine knowing, that it definitely will manifest. The ideas that you've had, Spirit is asking you to remember what you, it's almost kind of like Spirit is reminding you of the initial thought that you had when you first started, how pumped you were were, how excited you were to get this going. Spirit is asking you not to lose that spark, because that energy sends the signal to the divine, to the universe, to let it know what it is that you want. You feel me? So I feel like with that comes you have to trust in the knowing that it is coming. I really do feel that something is coming. I just heard the word blindsided. It's gonna come from a blind side. I don't know why I feel like I'm sensing something towards my right. Like I feel this energy towards the right part of my body. It's almost kind of like when you're traveling along a public highway and then there's someone in your blind spot. It's like they kind of come, it's like you're getting ready to turn, but it's like they come in at you by surprise, because it's been in your blind spot. Whatever this is, it may be in a blind spot, but I also hear Spirit saying that you can call this forth. I also am picking up on the fact that Spirit is saying to use your voice and to command whatever it is to reveal itself. Now that's a completely different message that's coming through. Spirit is saying to use your voice to command this energy to reveal itself. I don't know why there's like a truth that needs to be seen. It's like something or someone is like hiding. And Spirit is saying, use the power of your voice to call it out and to bring it out. For some of you guys, this is malevolent energy. For others of you, it's just simply you calling out and asking the divine what the truth is. Some people I'm hearing is that they do have hidden intentions. Be on the lookout for that. And remember and that could be the reason why Spirit said earlier to make sure you put them damn knives in them tin cans and put them around your house, away from pets and children, of course. But make sure that you and you can even put them on the outside of your house too. Like if you have, if you're able to if you live in an apartment and you're able to have a couple of things, outside, Spirit is saying to make sure you put them outside of your home to protect yourself and your space from whatever this energy is. And also, some people may not think that they have a malicious intent, or the intention may not be malicious, but it's one of those vibes where it's like, it doesn't matter what you're trying to do, it's what you're doing. It doesn't matter, even though you had an intention to be good, this is still, what is the word I'm looking for? This is still a breach of my space. I don't know why I'm hearing like a breach of contract, or like an invasion of my space by you doing this. Regardless of what your intention is, keep your intentions to yourself is what I'm hearing. I don't know why that's coming through like that, but okay. That's definitely the vibe that I feel coming through, Spirit. What else do we need to hear right now? Oh my God, Justice. The Justice card is here. I love that. I just heard Spirit say in due time. Like in due time. It's not a matter of like what our human mind thinks as far as timing goes, but it matters what the divine feels, if that makes sense. You guys got the Two of Cups here. There is a union, 100%. There definitely is a union, but before you go on and move to the next step, something is being brought together here. The energies that, oh my God, what did I say? A truth. A divine truth. You guys, something is being revealed to you. Use the power, use your conviction, use your power, use your authority to command whatever that energy is to come out and reveal itself. But there also, another message is, yes, something definitely is being brought together. I just heard the mending of a friendship. Someone that this is a very specific message for someone very specific. If I just saw the letter D. I just saw the letter D. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with that, but there's something about the letter D. This could be this could be the letter of someone's name. Spirit is saying that if there was a relationship that failed, that I just heard Spirit say expect a turnaround, like a turn of events, like a turnaround. I see someone doing a U-turn, like making a U-turn. It's almost kind of like when you drop something off with someone, like when you like delivered like a package or something, and then you realize, oh shoot, wait, no, I delivered it to the wrong address. Let me go back and get it. Or I left this there. Let me go turn back around and get it. It's like Spirit is saying, make a U-turn. And go back to where go back to what was left. I don't know why Spirit is saying that. There's a very important message to go back to what was left. It's not to say that you're going back to a relationship that wasn't serving you, but there's something like a message or something that you needed to hear from them. Perhaps this is very specific. I wouldn't be surprised if only like 1 or 2 people resonated with this and that part of the message itself. But that's what's coming through right now for whatever reason. Okay. It's so interesting because with this King of Cups here in reverse, this almost kind of makes me feel like I kind of see a horse kind of backing up a little bit. It's like I see a horse backing up, but it's backing up to get a better viewpoint and like a better advantage as to like where it needs to go, if that makes sense. It's like, okay, let me take a few steps back before I sprint forward and go forward and head towards that thing. It's almost kind of like with this Knight of Cups, for whatever reason, it's like something feels very delayed here, but there's a reason why it's being delayed. And it's like you may have called in, you may have done some like a working to make it happen very quickly, but Spirit is like, I need to, something is being slowed down before a very specific purpose. It's so interesting that that's coming through right now, because earlier I was actually going to go to the park to record a reading for TikTok and Instagram, but I couldn't find my car keys, and I have been looking for them for like over an hour, and the park closes at around 4:30, and I was like, you know what? I'm just not even gonna, I'm not gonna feed into all that. I'm just gonna, sit here. I'm gonna eat, and I'm just gonna, hopefully the keys turn up when they're supposed to. And for whatever reason, it's like this detour or this backing up of slowing down. It's like Spirit is saying, I need this to wait for a second, because there's something specific that I need you to do before you move forward. There's something that needs to be done I just heard make amends, like there's something about making amends that's coming through right now before you go on to the next step, which makes sense because the World card is in reverse here. And then there was a union that was broken up at one point, but then there's a truth that can help both of you guys kind of make terms or make amends. Or I'm seeing someone give like a handshake to someone. It's almost kind of like, okay, this is what happened before, now we're past that, we're shaking hands now, and now we can go about our way. This is closing up that loose end, because if anything, the blessing that's coming to you now, I'm hearing Spirit say that it's being delayed, or it's like, I don't know why, it's almost kind of like when you send a letter off, and then for whatever reason, it's like the post office is not, it's like they're taking their time, but it's being delayed for whatever reason. And in this sense, it's like, yes, it's being delayed, but the reason is because it needs to reach you at a very certain time, and there's also other things that need to be done throughout this process. But trust and know that it is going to work out, though, regardless, because you do have the Magician here. This is you realizing and remembering that you have everything you need. Just trust in yourself in this process, even though it feels delayed. And that this is something that is owed to you. Something is owed to you that's coming back. I heard an apology. If you're looking for an apology, Spirit is saying I feel that some of you guys are owed an apology, and you will receive that. I just heard Spirit say, don't count on it, but understand that there is a high possibility or a high chance of you receiving that. There is a level of surprise here that I'm not allowed to tap into that, and so Spirit is not giving me an exact answer, but it does feel like an apology for some people. And like something was being, like someone is finally coming to terms and telling the truth. And this is done. I just heard this was a divine order. This was divine action. Whew, that's a lot of messages to be coming through like that. Cast away negativity. I said what the fuck I said. I'm sorry. Pardon my French, you guys. Pardon my French. I said what I said. Oh my God, you guys. Remember earlier? Oh my God. I just slapped that card down for, I need to chill the fuck out. Okay, listen. So remember how earlier when I was like, yeah, you know, Wise Woman told me to put some blades in a tin can, right? And so basically it helps you, it protects you from the unseen energies. It protects you from anything with the malicious intent. Cast away negativity. That's what the fuck that is. And look, the sword. Like, do I need to say anything else? No, I don't. But I'm going to, because you guys know how I do. You guys know how it works. Okay, magical power. This is drawing me to the magician card. Like I said, you guys have a good amount of swords here. You got the castaway negativity and you got the ace of swords. Use the power of your mind and the power of your voice to cast that shit out. Period. Period. And then we have Luna, which, you know, is in reference to the moon, of course. And then we also have magic power. We have karmic dresses in union. I do feel that, if anything, I feel that what's on its way to you is karmically yours. And there is a balancing of scales that's happening here. And I feel that as a result of that, you have to make sure, again, Spirit, there's an emphasis on you protecting your energy. There is an emphasis on protecting your energy here. And don't be afraid, you know, if it, you know, it's okay that things are slowed down. In due time, you will discover and you will see things play out the way they're supposed to. If that makes sense. You guys, I am so, like, I hope this message makes sense to you guys. I mean, that's really just the message. Like, there's something that's coming together. There's something that is karmically yours. There's something that has been being worked on, that Spirit has been working on to give to you or to bring to you. And even though it's delayed, trust the fact that it's being delayed for a very specific purpose, to reach you at a certain time. So that also Spirit is saying that the reason why it's being delayed is because you do also need to do this working to make sure that your space and you are protected. So when it comes in, it is also protected. But it's going to take for you to do the working. Some of you guys need to do a working. If you guys are watching this and you're not really sure what to do, I feel that Spirit is saying, okay, talk to your ancestors and your spirit team. They will know what to do and they can guide you on what you can do and give you specific wisdoms that you can implement in your magical workings. For whatever reason, this is drawing me to hoodoo big time. This is big time hoodoo energy specifically. If you are someone who is not a melanated individual, or, you know, if you're not black, or, you know, if you call yourself melanated or indigenous American, or if you don't come from any of these tribes, these cultural tribes, I'm not really sure what to tell you. I'm sorry. I would probably say just kind of look to what, you know, you've been doing. I unfortunately don't have an answer for that because I'm used to working hoodoo, because me as a melanated woman, I work hoodoo. Like, that's what I do. Of course, I also do other forms of magic and things like that, but that's just me. I would definitely say talk to someone who is well versed in it, who can, you know, initiate you into a certain type of, you know, system and whatnot. That's between you and who you go to. But for those of you that are working your magic and working the roots, I would suggest you go ahead and do that. You know, and this is not to cause division, so I don't want people listening to saying, oh my God, here go Magic of Eden, trying to jump on a bandwagon. That's not me. First and foremost, I'm a firm believer that you do what you want and you do what is in alignment with you, but I'm also very big on respect. So I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm big on respect, so it is what it is. All right, you guys, I love... Oh, and that's another message. You know, set your intention and make sure that when you are, you know, casting your spells and you know, doing your workings, that you make sure that whatever energy is coming to you respects you, and they respect your space, and they respect what it is that you're doing, and they respect where they're going. It's almost kind of like when you go into someone's home and you tell them, take your shoes off. If they don't want to take their shoes off, send their ass home. Bye. You can't come in my shit. Oh, excuse me, you guys. Oh, okay. I am so unprofessional right now, but it is what it is. But that's just the way the message is coming out, though. Like, this is the way the message is coming out authentically. It's like, if someone doesn't want to go by your rules and they're in your space, then they just need to leave. And it is what it is. There is no negotiation. Also, Spirit is saying this is non-negotiable. There's something that you want that is a non-negotiable. And Spirit is saying you don't have to alter or change anything to appease anyone at all. Because that would not be fair to you. Remember, you are the one that's doing the working. You are the one calling the shots. You are the one that's, that has the power. You are the one that has the upper hand. And I'm surprised that the Emperor card is in here, but I am feeling the Emperor card's energy. Real shit. Like, real talk, I feel the Emperor's card. I feel the Emperor's energy right now. Like, remember who you are. And it's so interesting because the Empress came out. Wow. That's interesting. That's interesting. I said the Emperor and the Empress came out. So I feel that even with that, even though the Emperor card, like I said, is not here, I do feel his energy is present. It's like, look, remember who the fuck you are, period. Like, there's nothing for you to... You said what you said. You said what you said. And you meant what you meant. And with the Empress card coming out here, Joe, I do feel that this is... I just heard the word honor. Like, this is something that... This is an honor. Like, it is an honor. It is an honor to serve you. I don't know why this feels like... For some of you guys, I'm hearing... Okay. Royal blood is coming through with this one. Use the power where you can use it. And not all power can be applied to different spaces. Apply the power where it can be used. That's the message coming through with that one. Apply the power where it can be used. Okay, well, with the Empress card, also the last message with that is, just simply, honor yourself, honor your self-care rituals, honor where you're going, honor your path, become more in tune with nature also, with the rhythms of nature. I just heard Spirit say, go sit under an apple tree, or go pick an apple tree and eat the apple right off the apple tree. Because more than likely, they don't have any, I mean, of course you can rinse it off and all that, but Spirit is saying to eat the apple from the apple tree. Or there's something specific about an apple tree. You may want to look up the symbolism of an apple tree, and you can leave it in the comments, you guys, if you want. So that's the message that came through. I love you guys so much. If you guys need anything from me, you guys can find me working on Magick online at magickofeden.com. You guys can also journey along with me at Magick of Eden on Instagram. And I also have a podcast at Magick of Eden Podcast. I'll be sure to link everything down in the description box. I really do appreciate the fact that we spent time here today. If you guys need anything from me, don't be afraid to reach out. Also, you guys can email me, ask@magickofeden.com. Again, I will link everything down in the description box. I set the intention that you guys have a blessed, amazing, beautiful evening.